Hey gang, today we're going to do some building basics and tips and tricks. I started playing this game somewhere around the end of Chapter 1, probably in 2018. And to me, one of the elements that made Fortnite unique was building. Building is one of the first things I associate with Fortnite since I started playing. Before I started playing Fortnite back in 2011, I started writing a book with a musical soundtrack. It's the music you're hearing right now. The Liberty Guard's existence is predicated on creating fear and removing dissidents and other people who didn't agree with the regime in power from my story. One of the most infamous stories is the Liberty Guard painting an art collective as domestic terrorists. During the attempt to apprehend the guerrilla artists, all 15 are killed by the Liberty Guard. But it's justified because according to the official story, they were fighting back. Learning to build columns and gain height is important in this game. And building columns this way, reinforced, will keep the ops from causing you fall damage when they go after the base of your build. Part of learning these basics, such as editing your builds, will create a smoother gameplay and experience. It takes time to practice and learn, but it's wonderful for protecting yourself in the game and for moving quickly across the map. I lived in the United States before our own Liberty Guard was created in 2002 after the attack on the World Trade Center in 2001. There was a time before the Liberty Guard existed, and we can go back to that time, but it will take practice and community and working together to actualize those days. I won't lie, relying on builds during gameplay can be dangerous at first. It will be high risk when you start using builds, but then your muscle memory will kick in during a stressful moment and likely save your game. Unfortunately, regimes, like an animal cornered, only know the language of violence. The animal will strike out with more ferocity the more it realizes it will ultimately lose the fight. That's what the Liberty Guard in my story represent. The desperation of oppression. Oppression that will lie, intimidate, and ultimately try to murder to instill fear so that they can control the populace. And they'll use the language of violence because that's all they have left. But what they don't count on, something they can never factor in, is resistance. Don't be afraid. Organize. Stay angry and never give up. What's happening now isn't new, but it's the first time for us. And remember to always take a moment and step back to admire your work, because nothing lasts forever. And they know it.